Hi there, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really sorry for the last video, because I didn't respond to any of your comments in the comment section below. So I do promise that I'll respond to as many as I can in this video. So please leave them down below. And right here we're back. We're back to review. Talk over these replays that I have. I have these replays that they're from yeah, like seasons ago, but they're really good. So I decided that I'm going to put it, and those have my voice set in it. So those will be right here, and we're going talk over the new ones that I have right here. So I'll have this like timeline or something that'll tell you when is the old gameplay, when is the new gameplay, so that way if you're not interested in it or whatever, which I do suggest you to look at it because it's actually really good. But if not, then you can just go on to the new gameplay. So yeah, let's just go for it. Okay, so right here I'm going against Dark Angel from Team Queso. There, he's a CRL player, so I was like, wow. And he said a good luck. I guess I don't know why he exactly said good luck. Like sometimes when they say good luck is for like to play and stuff because of some code or whatever to not tie trade or whatever. So he goes with his Mega Minion and with his Lumberjack. I already know that he's using Royal Giant. I don't know why, but almost all the top players that I found, they only use Royal Giant. I still went with my Expo because I still have the Tesla already there, and I use my skeletons right there because it wouldn't the tower would at least kill one skeleton, but the others would survive to take down the RG. The Tesla survived enough just to do enough DPS against the RG. I decided to take 2 hits from the RG and log the furnace because I don't want damage in the other side, since that's the side that I'm going to go for. And I know that he doesn't have RG in cycles, so that's why I went in once with my Expo. It really didn't matter if I didn't had enough elixir, so I just went with my Ice Golem and then Skeletons. He ended up overcommitting using Lumberjack and the Lightning. It would have been a lot better if he would have used his Electro Wiz and then the Lightning, but it was kind of weird. Here uses his Furnace at once. I had to use my split archers so that way you can take down the fire spirits and then take down another wave, and the other archer in the left side could get chip damage. So he went with this strategy. This strategy almost always gets me, but just because I'm dumb. But when they oh, he didn't did it right now. But right now he's going to put his RG in the back or something like that. Oh yeah, now. And instead of pressuring, it's funny because he tried to predict it. Instead of pressuring, you have to go with your defensive expo. If not, because you can't actually escape with like a. I mean, like you can't actually get damage, or like you can't get away with damage with the expo, and they just take it down with the support troops, and then they use another RG, like they cycle back to it, and they totally destroy you. So right there, you could have you saw the defense. I decided to pull the Lumberjack so that way the rage spell wouldn't spill on the RG. That way, it wouldn't make him furious or whatever. I log for that, and I just keep on logging. Uh, Not really the best Ice Spirit, but still good. I went with a high Tesla just to get value on the support troops. Sometimes people ask me like, when do I do high Teslas, and it's kind of when there's like troops like that, like they're just coming down, and it's mostly like I just decide to do it like the high Tesla to get the value out of it, and even so, it still lives. So see, it still survived right there. So right there, he overcommitted with his RG and then the lightning. So I instantly go with my with like I just cycle back to my Expo, and then I try to protect it as much as I can, and I couldn't get the lock, and I was a little bit disappointed because I thought, damn, maybe That would have been my last time or whatever. So right here, I know that he doesn't have his RG in cycle, so I wait for the Mega Minion to die, and I decided to take the damage, right? And it was worth it because I just knew that he would use his lightning or his bar barrel, and I would still get the connection. And that chip is really, really important. So for now, I'm just going with logs and logs and logs and defensive expos. Obviously, in the lane that has more HP, he goes with his road giant just to take it down at once, and that's as well what I wanted. I kind of went really like late with my ice golem, and I don't know why. I don't know. It was pretty dumb. I ended up receiving a bunch of damage. I went with my X-Bow again, and since the other tower is pretty low, it basically encourages him to not really use his lightning against my X-Bow. Or well, I thought he didn't have his lightning hand or something. I already defended a RG push, so I decided to just go with the X-Bow. And now I went with my log, and then he went with his lightning, and I can't react that fast for the Mega Minion. I mean, like against the lightning, but it's already game. I just have to cycle super fast, and I was thinking right here because I thought he was going to put his RG at once, but he didn't put it at once for some reason. But even so, it was a good game. Like, yeah, like I would have still taken like one hit and done. So yeah, let's just go to the next match. Okay, so right here I'm going against Novi Raimundo. Don't know him. I'm just telling the name because yeah. Just waiting for what he's going to do. He goes with a hog. I don't. I use Teslas like this. The reason why I use Tesla like this is because it stays alive just for a little bit, and sometimes it's really valuable if the P.E.K.K.A is in hand. And right there, I just went with the Expo, mostly just trying my luck to see if he didn't have his P.E.K.K.A in hand, but he did had it. So even so, he invested 10 elixir right there, and I knew that he was going to go with his bar barrel or snowball or something to defend that. So I knew that I would have 2 elixir advantage after I would use my uh, ice spirit. And now that I'm looking closely, I go with the ice golem, and I know that he doesn't have his P.E.K.K.A in hand, so I just go at once with the no wait, yeah, I went with the Tesla. I was thinking about it, and then I knew that he was going to go with his Ram Rider, but uh, there's something interesting about the Ram Rider, and is that the Ram Rider has like the biggest sight in the game, because even if you put it like at the side in the other side, I mean the Tesla, if it's on, the rider will still jump and do like a huge jump over there for almost no reason at all, and it's really funny to be honest. So right there, I did that push because I knew that he didn't had his P.E.K.K.A in cycle, so I I tried to protect the Expo with almost all my life. Now right here, I'm in a really good situation because I already got the first like push chip damage, so I'm already just going spell cycle to this point. I went with a Tesla like this, and if you saw it right there, he went with lightning, and most likely that was a predictive lightning, like against Tesla in the middle. That's why I switched my placements. So right there, he gives me value, and I just take it, fireball log that, and you can do that since like at least on a bandit, since the Expo is still alive and it's still going to get a lot of like DPS. I mean value. So I go with my skeletons, and I just go with my log, and he gives me more value, and I just keep on taking it. Uh, that was his error. He should have just went opposite side, and I went with my I went with all that, and then I went with my log to cycle, and I just need a fireball, log, and fireball. So I was counting it for a minute, and then I just quickly cycled back to the cars. Boom, bam, beam, choom, bam, and there you go. So yeah, it was really clean, but it was mostly because the guy he wasn't the best. A little bit of BM. And yeah, let's go to the next match. Okay, so right here, I am going against 3M. Obviously, I still don't know. Go with the Ice Spirit to cycle. He goes with his Ice Golem in the back. To just cycle right there. Well, first I went with mine, and then he went with his. I was still just trying to see what he had. He used his snowball and then ice golem, and I was thinking, well, maybe it's bridge spam, but no. When I see the collector, I already knew that it was 3M. So here's the thing. What I did is that I killed the bandit at once, right? With the archers and all that stuff. And he still defended. I wanted to see if he defended, if he would defend or not. So since he defended, what I instead of just pressuring with the X-Bow, I just cycle back to the fireball. Like it's always important to cycle back to your fireball when you like fireball like the collector or something else. Just to like have it in case of anything. I use my log to get the chip. He uses his three musketeers and like kind of in front of the king tower. Always fireball it at once. Always be reacted to it. You don't even have to be so reactive to it. Um, the reason why I went with my expo at once was because I already used the fireball, so I don't want him to use the collector. I want him to spend elixir. I went with skeletons and I went with my ice spirit. And the thing is that I did go with my fireball right here for the reason that I knew that he wouldn't have enough elixir yet, and I knew that he would have to use his snowball. And even so, if he would have had elixir for the collector, we're going to enter in double elixir time. And I still went with expo, so you would still not be able to get it. Uh, I couldn't react fast enough because I was concentrating myself more on like getting the battle ram out of the way. So I ended up failing right there. I pulled like that, and then I used my fireball still because I can just cycle back to it at once. But instead of that, like I said, I just do that, right, and then defensive expo. Normally, I would go with defensive expo, but I decided I was going to go for defensive expo because I didn't have like that much elixir. I failed right there with my log. I wanted to destroy the battle ram and then so it could damage the barbarians, but it didn't work out. I was about to use my fireball right there, and it was really tempting right there. So I ended up just receiving damage. And against 3M, there's no problem in receiving damage unless that they have minor or something like that. Since there isn't like it's not easy for them to get there. He goes with his three musketeers like that in the back, fireball them always. Even to activate King Tower, since remember you're an expo player, you don't care. If you activate. I go with my Iceberg and then I go with my Expo, and good thing that I still instantly went with my Tesla because it would have been completely lost the Expo since he predicted it. Well played prediction. Uh, so then right there he uses his Dark Prince. I thought that the Dark Prince would die to that, but I still had to use something just so it wouldn't get one hit. And right here, this is the game, since he used all that, and I decided to just absorb everything, and I knew that he didn't have elixir to defend it. And right here, it was dumb because he didn't like pressure anything. He just he just like went in the back, and it was even so my game because I could cycle really fast to my fireball and log and fireball log, and it was already my game after that. So yeah, let's go to the next match. Okay, so right here, we're going against what I normally say the impossible matchup because this is truly impossible. Like giant with minor and triple spell, and the triple spell like with it has fireball and bar barrel. Like it's too much, or at least for me, I think it's impossible. Not to say that it's not like you can draw it, you know. But to win it is really hard. So okay, so now I'm going to tell you what what I'm doing right now because I'm not getting into it. He went really late with his Barbarial at the start, and then when he went with his Prince, I thought he would have Golem, maybe. So, because he staled at first. So I went with my Explode, and after that, all that happened. And I used a lot of Elixir, and I knew that I overcommitted a lot, like to defend, because I had to. So I knew that I had to like kind of try to predict the minor now, and I didn't predict it, but it was still good because I just want him to use a spell, and he used the fireball. So I took damage, but to get back the elixir, that's what I mean. So I went with my expo because I thought I had an elixir advantage, but we were pretty much the same. I went with my Tesla. Always go with your Teslas like this, so that way you can just cycle back to them. So instead of using the ice spirit, I went with my ice golem, so it could kind of push the giant so it wouldn't get the hit on the Tesla, and then it would tank for the mega minion, so that way the Tesla could take down as well the mega minion. And then I instantly go with my ice spirit as soon as I hit 6 elixir. I go with my Expo because the Tesla right there is still like it still has some value. Like at least it got the hit on it got 2 hits on the bar, so that's really good. Like it got its value. Right here I got another really valuable Tesla because it goes for the Mega Minion first. And right here, what I do is that I was able to predict, and then instantly when it locks onto the Tesla the Giant, I just go with my Exo. I know they didn't have it in cycle. Uh, it goes with all that, and I decided to go with a Fireball and then some skeletons, and I couldn't get the connection at time. And he used his Barbell, which was unfortunate because it just went through everything and shred through the Giant, and I mean the Expo and the Tesla. But I was able to get chip damage. And again, he goes pretty aggressive. I mean, like, well, not. I mean, like with the fireball. That's what I mean. He goes with his uh uh mega minion. Damn, I stale for a minute. And then he goes with his prince. So I knew that I had to like defend that. So instead of like going pressuring or something, I just go with my defensive expo. For some reason, he goes with his minor like that, like go for the expo. I use my logs to not get any damage, to not receive any damage. Um, and then when he goes with his Mega Minion, I already knew he was going to go with the Giant. I go with my archers again, uh, and then I go with my Ice Golem to push the miner out of the way. He goes with his with his zap and then the fireball. So I didn't expect the Mega Man was going to get a hit, so I thought that maybe he was really down in elixir, but he did do well on going with the giant in the back to get back his elixir. And then he goes with his Mega Minion, which I actually predicted it with the archers. I couldn't get with the bard with the fireball, and it was really unfortunate right there because the giant still got the hit, so I couldn't get more chip damage. And then he goes with his prince and then giant, and I got the connection, which I didn't expect. It. I thought I was going to connect to the giant. I go with my ice spirit to the side, and the skeletons, and I completely ignore the other side because I need to. I go with my ice golem, and I just have to overcommit on this because I can't receive any more damage. Um, I noticed after so many times that he just goes with his minor like that, but I was already thinking like maybe this is already a good game because he was already like going like pushing into everything like this. Although, although right here, wait, uh, yeah, I went with my skeletons like that to predict it. And then right here is that he uses the fireball against my archers, and I was like, what? Like, why would you fireball the archers? I don't get it. Like, there's no reason to do that. I go with my Tesla, and then I go with my skeletons, and then I go with my ice spirit, and then the ice golem. I go with my log, right? And then I went instantly with the expo because I knew that he didn't have his giant in cycle. and then I knew that I had to eliminate it fast, like everything at once. And right here, it was like the best moment ever, because he zapped and he thought that the Mega Minion would get the hit on the Expo, and he just got enough damage to get the tower down to a fireball, and I just had to DM him. I just had to. It was incredible. Yeah. So let's go to the next match. Okay, so in this game, still, I have this cycle, right? So I just go with my ice golem in the back. Normally, if they don't start, I just go with my, uh, log, but I decided not to. So right here he goes with an aggressive Dark Prince, and I had to pull it, so that way it wouldn't splash on the tower, and just on the ice golem. I went with my archer same side because I thought that maybe he would have golem. So then when he uses poison, I thought that maybe he would have golem, but then after that he uses X. Pekka. And I was like, oh well, he's definitely not using golem. I go with that. I mean the Expo and then the Tesla. I just let the Expo die because I didn't have anything in hand to protect it with, and it's not a good time to protect it. I did protect the Tesla, and it was all just in case. Like it was mostly just in case if it would push. I wait for the baby dragon to get to the ice golem, and then he uses tornado, and I'm like, what? And since he used all that, I thought that he wouldn't have any more elixir. And right here, I don't know why, but I didn't use my skeletons. It was really stupid. I thought it was going to be enough. And right there, it was a misplaced. I misplaced my skeletons. I wanted the skeletons, the DPS, the Dark Prince. And right here, I did another error because it wasn't really necessary the archers. Although it wasn't that bad in reality because it still got the chip damage, so it was in some way worth it, I guess. Anyway, so I cycle back to my Expo. So I just go with my Expo at once because I just want him to use his P.E.K.K.A. I didn't thought like, oh, he's done elixir. No, I just wanted him to use his P.E.K.K.A. I go with my Tesla in the middle, and then I go with my Ice Spirit high, and then I go with my Ice Golem as well high because the idea is to pull the baby dragon to the Tesla, but even so it didn't. Like it didn't go for the Tesla, but either way it was fine. I go with my Expo in the middle since I have the Tesla like in the middle, and then I go with my Tesla like this again because I knew that he would place his Electro Whiz like that. I still get the chip damage after all that overcommitment that he did. And right here I go with my Expo. He goes with the Bandit, and then he goes with the P.E.K.K.A. to the tank. I go with my Tesla, and then I go with my Ice Golem to Kite, and then the P.E.K.K.A. is going to get in the range of the Tesla, and then I'm going to protect it. I mean, like the Expo, a little bit of it with it. So I cycle back to my Ice Golem, and the idea right here, for me was to like protect the Tesla mostly, but I couldn't, and I still went with my Expo. It didn't get the lock, unfortunately. And then I go with my skeletons, and right here I just knew that after the Electro Wiz he had an elixir, so I just go with all that, and he still was able to defend it, which is kind of unfortunate. But I already have like some damage, but I just need like a little bit more of shit, just a little bit more. And I didn't expect him to not have like his bandit in his cycle, so then when he goes with his Electro Wiz, I already knew that he just didn't have elixir at all. And then right here, that's when he just totally lost the game because he used a nonsense like tornado. It was really stupid. And I just go with my fireball and the logs case, and yeah, I just so yeah, kind of like a cozy game right there. Let's go to the next match.
Okay, so my starting hand is Skeletons, Ice Spirit, Archers, and Tesla, so I'm going to go with the Ice Spirit at the bridge. See what he has. I always like doing that play because it gets a chip damage if they ignore it, and if they don't do anything, then like this I can just cycle and nothing happened, and I'm already in an advantage. So he goes with a Mega Minion after he placed the archers, which is weird. Well, I guess weird. And he places it in the back like that. That's weird. Like, for me, it's weird. And then he goes with a baby dragon. So I'm just going to go with Ice Golem right here. Hopefully it's well timed. I'm going to go with Ice Spirit in the back. And for now, I'm just going to keep on cycling. Wow. Yes. Prince. Prince? Baby dragon. It could mean a weird giant deck or graveyard. That actually could be most likely that. He goes with a log. Nah, I think this is going to be giant because he has log. No, it's actually, wow. Okay, this is good. This is actually really good. He has a graveyard. So he doesn't have the prince in hand. He already used the log. Oh, wait. Gotcha. I already faced this guy before. He has golem. He has yes. He has golem. He has golem. And what? I'm going pressure because I don't want him to golem because I don't have anything to punish. Unfortunate. And there you go. He uses prince, which is actually what I wanted. So now I'm just going to go with the skeletons right here. And he does a very good predict, honestly. I'm just going to go with these right here. I'm going to go with X-Bot the other side. Obviously he's going to rocket that. That's weird. Rocket coming down. There we go. Okay, so that was a really bad Ice Swizz, honestly. So now I can just go with archers at the side. Doesn't really matter. And now he could be... Okay, I just placed a high Tesla. I mean, a high archers, so that way he wouldn't be able to completely pull everything. Which is what happened. And now we can go with a log because I don't want the prince to actually hit everything, but it did, unfortunately. So now, if he goes with a golem, I just go with the Expo right here. And that way he has to rocket this. Either way, he's going to get us like tons of damage. He doesn't have elixir at all, which is very good for me. So now what I'm going to be doing is going with archers and white, because that way I already have elixir for another Expo. And then when I go with this Expo, I'm just going to go with the Tesla. And then I'm going to go with Ice Golem because I don't want him using log against me. And I'm just going to go with a Golem. That was actually really well played by him. Now I can't actually commit anything more, right? Because if not, then well, I'm going to go with archers right here, but I just don't want him like getting the full value of everything because that would be unfortunate. I'm just going to go with Fireball, just not to worry of anything. Unfortunately, that Ice Swizz is still fail right there, so I can't actually go with everything. I'm going to go with my Expo. Hopefully it doesn't... Okay, it doesn't pass me. And it's fun. Sorry if I'm a bit stale, but it's just that I'm trying to really concentrate on this game because this is really whack. Okay, I have a very, very good Fireball value right here. Unfortunately, I did a very bad archers and it's going to be splashed. What I'm going to be doing is going with the Expo at the other side. Now he doesn't have elixir for the golem, so he has to use the rocket. I'm lagging just a little bit, but it's okay. We can go with that. That was because I had lag, unfortunately. And then he goes with a golem. So what I'm going to be doing is going with the Expo, even though that it's going to target the golem, just because, wow, that actually targets to the... Okay. So I just wanted to eliminate that, and there we go. Got damage. I'm going to log this. And lagging just a bit. So the idea here is now go with the X-Bow. And now if he goes with a Golem, which he does, I'm going to try something super, like, damn, risky. This is actually really risky what I'm going to be doing, but it could mean everything right now. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh. And I got the fireball. Yes. There we go, let's go. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes, yes. Bueno, Sawa. Okay, so I have Skeleton, Ice Spirit, and Night Golem, and Fireball in hand. I'm going to go with the Ice Spirit. Let's see what he has. He uses a Snowball. I'm just going to go cycle all that. Oh, hopefully he's using Mortar. That would be extremely good. No, he's not using Mortar. So he has that. Weird. I'm going pressure because I'm not going to get value, I guess. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for it. And then, well, I wasn't expecting that. I was actually hoping that I wouldn't jump onto it. And then he uses that. Well, it's tanking, I guess. I'll just put the skeletons to not receive anything. Okay, so let me see. Let me just start counting the cards. So he has 2 targeting troops. So Ice Golem. He has both. Well. Okay, so he has 6 cards that I think revealed 6 cards. I'm not extremely sure. I'm just going to go with Tesla. I'm pretty sure that he has to have Mega Knight or something like that. Okay, yes. Oh. So because of the fact that he committed a lot, I'm just going to go with the Expo. And then he's going to go with the Ram Rider, unfortunately. Oh wow, because it jumped, it targeted the tower, and then that. Unfortunately, I have to place this very awkward Tesla, because if not, then it's going to get the connection. That would be really bad. He tries to predict me. Suck. I should have had put something in front, and I was going to get a lot of damage, unfortunately. He has to have Mega Knight. What? You... Okay, so I actually don't care that much because I'm not aiming exactly for that tower, I'm aiming for this one. But what is he using? It's so whack. Okay, now that he went with the hog like that, now I can go with that, and then he's just going to tank for it. Oh, target the... Okay, so unfortunately I got lag right there. And I'm going to go with hog right there. What I'm going to be doing is fireballing all this because it gives me a lot of value. I don't know if he used all his cards, honestly. It's really weird. I don't know what the hell he's actually using. You do know is that he's playing this really well. He tried to predict it, which did not work out for him. And now that he does that, I'm just going to go with this plus Expo. Now what I'm going to be doing is fireballing all this. Please don't connect. It did, unfortunately. This is so weird. I just don't know what he's actually using. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with everything, so I'm just going to ignore it. That was a very high Tesla. I'm going to go with that. Oh, he has Lumberjack. I can pull it, so it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to go with Tesla. Doesn't really have to be perfect with Tesla. So yeah, this is probably going to be a draw, most likely, unless he does some type of weird error. I can capitalize on everything. I'm going to go with archers this side, and then I'm going to go with the ice golem like this, and then I'm going to go with a fireball and then ice spirit. The idea is to try to defend this somehow. Okay, I defended that, and I'm going to get a lot of damage. So he panicked just a little bit with that lumberjack. And he already used his lumberjack, so we have to have that in mind. That he already used it, and he used his Inferno Dragon right there. So what I'm going to be doing is going with this right like here. And then I am going to go with everything like this. And then going with the Fireball to hit everything. Yeah, this is unfortunately probably most likely going to be a draw. So I'm just going to go with the X-Bot once. I don't care if he goes with that. Okay, he went with the Ice Golem, so what I'm going to be doing is going with Tesla right here, see if I can catch him off guard. Well, not really off guard, but you know what I mean. If I would have gotten that fireball earlier, I would have gotten him. But otherwise, he just played really well. Oh wow, I got the connection there. What? Okay, so unfortunately this guy has a lot of trophies, so even if I lose, I won't be losing that much. So I can take this a little bit passively, I guess. He has a battle ram. I don't have my Tesla cycle, which is really bad. Hopefully he doesn't do something really weird. I'm just going to go with the log at once, and then I'm going to use my my ice spirit. What I'm going to be doing is using fireball that will knock the musketeer a little bit in front, so that way the archer can target it. Nice. Wait, hunter. Hunter. Okay, this is actually. Sorry for that stale moment. I wasn't expecting at all that he would be using balloon. Like I literally did not expect that. Unfortunately, I was able to do a very good defense. Wait. Wow. I just realized that he has battle ram and and oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, that sucks. Oh, at least the ice golem gets the death damage. Wow, this is incredible. So let's count. He has 2 spells. He has 2 win conditions. God, so fortunate. He has 2 supports, the hunter and the musketeer. Oh, and the what's it called? And this is the lumberjack. Okay, that's actually going to get a lot of damage, unfortunately, because I actually wasn't expecting it to get, like, the hit. He goes with that. I think he doesn't have a big spell. If he has a big spell, well, I just don't understand this game. Weird. I'm going to go like this, and I was actually expecting it to not connect, but it connected. And then he... So unfortunately, this is not my game. Oh, I connected this. GG. Wow. De verdad, qué mazo. Es que no entiendo la... No entiendo la... Afortunadamente por ese hard counter, solamente... Okay, so I have Ice Golem. This says good luck. I have Ice Golem, Archers, X-Bow, and Tesla in hands. I'm gonna go with Ice Golem to block the bars. I'm just going to separate the Archers. Every time that I just see this combination, I always think that it's going to be, yeah, it's Royal Giant. I just can't deny it, unfortunately. I'm going to go with Ice Golem like this. And I'm going to go with some split Archers. He goes with Vernon. I was actually thinking about fireballing it. I mean, X going up the other side, but if he has Royal Giant, then nah, it's not good. I prefer to just get. So, okay, here. Right. He's not being aggressive at all. I mean, like actually for him, like, he's playing really well. Not being aggressive is the best option for him. I'm actually leaking a bit of a liquid here. We go the fireball with the fireball like that. I mean the ice golem like that. Ice golem will tank for, well, I thought I was going to take one more hit, but he did that, and I'm going to get a little bit of value. Yeah, so now I'm going to go because it's already delicious. I'm not going to fireball anything. Look, I think he has me off, like he thinks that he has me off the cycle, but no, he'll just go with the skeleton. He used his fireball plus that, so now I can go with, oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so don't receive any damage at all. And I'm guessing that he shouldn't be wanting to receive any damage. So I'm going to go with preemptive Teslas. Now right here I'm going to actually fireball that. Wow, I actually failed that fireball, unfortunately. So this most likely is going to be a draw. A la verga. Que va a venir mi madre, coño. Estoy ocupado. ¿Gritando qué? Ay, coño, se me olvidó.
So well, guys, that was all. That was all the gameplay. Pretty long. I hope you really liked it. Anything that you you want to ask or something in the comment section below, I will respond this time. Is that I was kind of busy with some stuff over here, but yeah, now I'm available and now I'll be doing more videos. So expect more videos like in the close future, and be really like I just watch CWA. I mean Clash of Clash, because I'm going to appear really soon, like maybe tomorrow, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. By the time of the recording, like right now, and when this is uploaded, maybe I already appeared. So yeah, go watch that because I'm going to try to explain a lot right there. So yeah, hope you have a great day and bye.